That's right, the courthouse behind me here today. I want to tell you guys that this all began with a funeral, and then it led to these criminal charges and a shocking discovery. And I did speak to the next door neighbor of Mitch Todd. He told me that he knew that this man had guns, but he didn't know exactly how many. And he says he never really heard the guns go off. Law enforcement, of course, wants to know why this man had so many guns scattered around his house and so much ammunition.
Hi, my name is Mitch Todd. I'm the owner at Newport Coast White Dove Release.
Mitch Todd held a dove in his hands and talked about heaven as he promoted his business in this online video nearly a decade ago. And it's a dispute over those funeral doves that's gotten the Huntington Beach man in a lot of trouble.
Mr. Todd, what is your true name, sir, and date of birth?
Mitchell Ralph Todd.
Todd faced a judge today and said very little as his lawyer entered a not guilty plea to charges of making criminal threats.
Yes, Your Honor.
An arsenal is what detectives allegedly found in the Todd home on Cambay Lane, where they went to investigate after a grieving father reported that he was threatened. Mitch Todd had been hired to release doves at a funeral, but officers say the ceremony never happened due to a timing issue. It's when Todd demanded payment that the problems began.
One of the last voicemails that we heard was the actual racking of a firearm, the slide release. It's a very distinct sound, and without actually saying a word, just hearing that was the implication that, hey, guess what? Something could happen.
In addition to 57 guns and rifles, officers discovered nearly 30,000 rounds of ammunition, body armor, Nazi and Confederate flags, and a photograph of Adolf Hitler. At this point, officials are trying to determine why Mitch Todd had so many weapons and what his plans were. Now, according to police, 12 of those 57 guns were registered to Mitch Todd. The police, of course, have seized that arsenal. We do know that Mitch Todd is free on $50,000 bail, and he'll be back in court next month. That's the latest live here in Newport Beach. I'm Michele Gile. Back to you.
All right.